for the summer to finally begin. I've been a statue in a garden of frost, counting the seasons and the love that I lost. Il ghiaccio brucia più della fiamma viva, un'emozione fredda che mi priva. My breath turns to mist in the bitter night air, searching for warmth in a desert of despair. Two opposites meeting on a jagged peak, the strength of the bold and the tears of the weak. Frozen fire, a paradox of burning ice, paying the heavy and the ultimate price. A heat that numbs, a cold that stings the soul, losing the parts while seeking the whole. Frozen fire, the winter of 1,000 suns, where the ending starts before the race is run. Scuoti la neve dal mio petto stanco, voglio sentire il calore nel fango. I'll melt the glaciers with a single refrain, turning the blizzards into soft healing rain. Thaw out my heart with your volcanic chest, lay my shivering spirit down to rest. I'm a burning match in a palace of glass, watching the shadows of the centuries pass. Two opposites meeting on a jagged peak, the strength of the bold and the tears of the weak. Frozen fire, a paradox of burning ice, paying the heavy and the ultimate price. A heat that numbs, a cold that stings the soul, losing the parts while seeking the whole. Frozen fire, the winter of 1,000 suns, where the ending starts before the race is run. Steam rises from the collision of our skin. Where does the ice end? Where does the fire begin? Burn for me, gelati il cuore, the temperature of love. Cold heat, burn, freeze, stay. Frozen fire, a paradox of burning ice, paying the heavy and the ultimate price. A heat that numbs, a cold that stings the soul, losing the parts while seeking the whole. Frozen fire, the winter of 1,000 suns, where the ending starts before the race is run. Upon the tundra, I see endless frozen fire. Order is a prison, a cage of perfect lines. I'm breaking the symmetry where the madness shines. Throw the compass away, let the maps burn red. Follow the riot living inside of my head. Un uragano di note senza un domani, sento la forza scorrere nelle mie mani. The universe was born from a violent spark, a beautiful explosion tearing through the dark. Beautiful wreckage, a glorious night. Non c'è riposo nel centro del turbine,
siamo scintille di polvere fulmine.
I embrace the tremor, I welcome the fall,
because the abyss is the loudest of all. Strobe lights flickering like a heartbeat in pain. I'm dancing naked in the acid-drenched rain. My mascara is running, my spirit is raw. I'm the beautiful flaw that you never saw. Beautiful wreckage, a glorious mess, finding the comfort in the wild excess.
divine chaos,
The spinning of the galaxy, setting the prisoners of logic finally free. A storm of emotion, a wrecking ball of grace,
leaving no trail and leaving no trace.
divine chaos, where the stars collide and scream.
The waking nightmare of a fever dream. Control is an illusion,
Il disordine vita.
spinning faster, losing the ground.
In the distortion, the truth is
No rules, no limits, just divine chaos.
divine chaos.
Divine chaos.
The spinning of the galaxy, setting the prisoners of logic finally free. A storm of emotion, a wrecking ball of grace,
Leaving no trail and leaving no trace.
divine chaos, where the stars collide and scream.
The waking nightmare of a fever dream.
Falling
It's the beauty of the crash. Divine chaos.
painted porcelain hiding the cracks underneath, a weapon of beauty in a decorative sheath. I'm a masquerade ball of 1,000 fakes, ignoring the tremor and the internal quakes.
Han volto d'oro per nascondere il dolore, mentre svanisce l'ultimo calore.
This metal skin is a freezing disguise.
Guarding the truth of my weary eyes.
Who are we behind the shimmering screen? The space between the known and the unseen.
Gilding mask,
The shield of a fragile ego.
nowhere for the honest or the humble to go. A shining light for the world to admire,
While the inner soul
is a dying fire.
gilded mask, the art of the perfect facade.
Playing the role of a miniature god. Le labbra cantano ma il cuore è muto. In questo teatro mi sento perduto.
The applause is a wall that I cannot climb, trapped in the amber of a frozen time.
Apply the glitter and the heavy perfume.
I'm a walking ghost in a crowded room,
My identity is buried in a box of lead.
living the life that the designer the shield of a fragile ego, nowhere for the honest or the humble to go. A shining light for the world to admire, while the inner soul is a dying fire. Gilded mask, the art of the perfect facade,
Playing the role of a miniature god.
hardly a maschera.
I'm scared to show you.
La verità è bellezza.
The mirror is lying.
Tear it away. Hide, show, fake, real.
Gilded mask,
The shield of a fragile ego,
nowhere for the honest.
or the humble to go.
A shining light for the world to admire,
While the inner soul
is a dying fire.
gilded mask, the art of the perfect facade.
Playing the role of a miniature god.
The gold is peeling, the face is revealed. Gilded
Mask.
sharp edges cutting through the fabric of the night, reflecting the colors of a flickering light. I'm a mosaic of a billion different pieces, where the pain begins and the logic ceases.
Frammenti di sogni sparsi sul pavimento.
Ogni pezzo è un grido nel vento,
I walk on the shards with my feet bare and red.
remembering every single word that you said.
Nothing is solid, nothing is quite what it seems.
Gliding through the wreckage of our shattered schemes.
Broken glass,
A prism of a thousand lies, underneath the surface where the spirit dies.
cutting like a diamond, shining like a blade.
Watching the beauty and the memory fade.
Broken
Glass, the debris of a fragile world, into the vacuum of the chaos told.
Lo specchio riflette un volto che non conosco.
Un'ombra smarrita in un fitto bosco.
I try to rebuild what was taken away, but
The sand is shifting in the heat of the day. I'm wearing a necklace of jagged debris, trying to find the girl I used to be. Smash the windows and let the cold air in. Let the reconstruction of the heart begin.
nothing is solid, nothing is quite what it seems.
Gliding through the wreckage of our shattered schemes.
Broken glass,
A prism of a thousand lies, underneath the surface where the spirit dies. Cutting like a diamond, shining like a blade. Watching the beauty and the memory fade.
broken
Broken glass, the debris of a glare of a blinding ultraviolet light.
My sequins reflect the ghost of every tragic queen, living a drama that is felt but never seen. Il sipario si alza sul mare di volti, segreti profondi nei cuori raccolti. The dust of the theater is the air that I crave, from the cradle of art to the edge of the grave.
Bow to the altar of the crimson floor. Wait for the signal behind the iron door.
Sacred stage,
where the mortal becomes divine,
drinking the essence of the sacramental wine. A temple of wood,
a cathedral of sound,
lifting our spirits
from the cold hard ground.
Sacred stage,
The ritual has just begun,
under the spotlight, brighter than the sun. Ogni passo è un battito di un tamburo lontano. Tengo il destino stretto nella mia mano. I am the anchor in the middle of the storm, where the ancient myths begin to take their form.
I'll bleed for the critics, I'll die for the fans, building an empire with my bare shaking hands. This platform is holy, this moment is fierce. Let the high tenor of our longing pierce.
Bow to the altar of the crimson floor. Wait for the signal behind the iron door.
Sacred stage, where the mortal becomes divine,
Drinking the essence of the sacramental wine. A temple of wood,
a cathedral of sound,
lifting our spirits
from the cold hard ground.
Sacred stage,
The ritual has just begun,
under the spotlight, brighter than the sun. In questa luce
we find our truth,
la voce grida,
eternal youth.
the audience vanishes, only the soul remains. The pulse, the sweat, the blood, the glory.
Sacred stage, where the mortal becomes divine,
Drinking the essence of the
sacramental wine.
A temple of wood,
A cathedral of sound,
lifting our spirits
from the cold hard ground.
Sacred stage,
The ritual has just begun,
under the spotlight, brighter than the sun. The curtain falls slowly,
final breath.
applause and stage.
Rubies are rolling on the dusty floor. I don't want to be a majesty anymore. The weight on my temples was a heavy lead. The empire is quiet, the ego is dead.
Un regno di fumo che vola via, perduto nel buio della mia agonia.
The jewels were just stones, the gold was a lie. Under the vast and the merciless sky,
the fortress is crumbling,
the walls are so thin. Let the true nature of the spirit begin. Shattered crown, the ruins of a proud machine,
washing away what we thought we had seen.
the throne is a memory, the scepter is dust, betrayed by the hunger and the vanity's lost.
Shattered crown,
The liberation of the soul, losing the pieces to find the whole.
il potere è un'ombra che svanisce al mattino, lasciando all'uomo il suo solo destino. I walk through the debris of my former state,
Accepting the terms of a humble fate. I'm taking off the armor, I'm peeling the mask, taking the water from a simpler flask. The kingdom is empty, but my spirit is full, breaking the thread and the heavy set wall.
the fortress is crumbling.
The walls are so thin. Let the true nature of the spirit begin. Shattered crown, the ruins of a proud machine,
Washing away what we thought we had seen.
the throne is a memory, the scepter is dust, betrayed by the hunger and the vanity's lost.
Shattered crown,
The liberation of the soul, losing the pieces to find the whole.
I'm free from the burden.
Nudo davanti al mondo,
No more kings,
no more queens,
just two voices in the break and begin.
Shattered crown, the ruins of a proud machine,
Washing away what we thought we had seen.
the throne is a memory, the scepter is dust, betrayed by the hunger and the vanity's lost. Shattered crown, the liberation of the soul, losing the pieces to find the whole. The dust settles,
The head is light.
shattered crown. Sunlight filtering through stained cathedral panes, washing away the rust and all the bitter stains. I wear a halo made of wine and of grace, searching for heaven in this labyrinthine place.
Luce divina che accarezza ogni respiro, sento la pace in tutto ciò che io ammiro.
I've walked 1,000 miles of desert sand
to reach the gardens of the promised land. Elevate the spirit, let the senses fly beyond the borders of the painted indigo sky. Golden aria, floating on a summer breeze, bringing the giants down onto their weary knees. A masterpiece written in the ink of hope, pulling us upward with a silk and woven robe. Golden aria, brilliancy in every note, the finest poetry that any mortal ever wrote. Ogni parola è un tesoro da custodire, un sentimento che non può mai svanire. I sing for those who have forgotten how to dream, waking the sleepers with a bright and radiant beam. Glittering dust upon my lashes and my wings, I am the anthem that the lonely captive sings. Turn up the volume till the crystal pillars break. This is a promise that I'll never, ever shake. Elevate the spirit, let the senses fly beyond the borders of the painted indigo sky. Golden aria, floating on a summer breeze, bringing the giants down onto their weary knees. A masterpiece written in the ink of hope, pulling us upward with a silk and woven robe. Golden aria, brilliance in every note, the finest poetry that any mortal ever wrote. Gloria, hallelujah, the frequency of angels in the atmosphere. Every doubt and every demon disappears. We are pure light. Shining gold. Golden aria, floating on a summer breeze, bringing the giants down onto their weary knees. A masterpiece written in the ink of hope, pulling us upward with a silk and woven robe. Golden aria, brilliancy in every note, the finest poetry that any mortal ever wrote. Dissolving into light, the gold remains. Amen. Aria. The grease paint is drying on my tired skin.
watching the final act slowly begin. The bouquet of roses is starting to wilt between the devotion and the secret guilt.
Le luci si spengono, il palco è deserto. Il segreto dell'anima è ormai scoperto.
The echoes of clapping are ghosts in the air, while I offer the heavens my ultimate prayer.
One final breath before we depart, leaving the imprint of a bleeding heart.
Last ovation, the thunder of 1,000 hands,
crossing the borders
of the spirit lands.
A final salute to the joy and the grief.
The ending is sudden, the moment is brief. Last ovation, the sunset of a long career,
Drowning the sorrow and the bitter fear. Ho dato ogni fibra, ogni goccia di cuore in questo teatro di immenso splendore.
The journey was rugged, the mountain was steep. Now I have promises of silence to keep. I unlace my corset and kick off my shoes, with nothing to win and with nothing to lose.
The stage door is open, the alley is cold, but I'm carrying fire that will never grow old. One final breath before we depart, leaving the imprint of a bleeding heart.
Last ovation, the thunder of 1,000 hands,
Crossing the
borders of the spirit lands.
A final salute to the joy and the grief.
The ending is sudden, the moment is brief. Last ovation, the sunset of a long career,
Drowning the sorrow
and the bitter fear.
Grazie, addio.
Don't forget my name.
Il sipario chiude.
We survived the flame.
This is
Our goodbye. Finish, done. Memory, stay. Last ovation, the thunder of 1,000 hands, crossing the borders of the spirit lands.
the final salute to the joy and the grief.
The ending is sudden, the moment is brief. Last ovation, the sunset of a long career,
Drowning the sorrow
and the bitter fear.
The applause fades to white.
The stage is bare. Last ovation.
suffocated by the weight of a million stairs, climbing up the ladder of unanswered prayers. I'm a portrait of a lady in a frame of gold, keeping all the stories that were never told.
Il vuoto rimbomba dentro le mie vene, un grido prigioniero delle sue catene. The echoes of the canyon are my only friend,
waiting for a message that you'll never send.
The air is thin and the pressure is high,
watching the words fall down from the sky.
Silent scream, the thunder of a quiet heart,
tearing the fabric of the world apart.
A sonic explosion that nobody can hear,
drowning the doubt and the paralyzing fear.
Silent scream, vibrating in the deepest well,
breaking the heavy
and the invisible spell.
Labbra serrate contro un vento gelido, cerco un segnale in un mondo invalido.
I am the mountain that refuses to speak, holding the secrets that the seekers seek. I'm screaming in the basement of a crowded club, rubbing the salt into every open stub. My throat is aching from the lack of sound, but I'm screaming louder than the underground.
The air is thin and the pressure is high,
watching the words fall down from the sky. Silent scream, the thunder of a quiet heart,
tearing the fabric of the world apart.
a sonic explosion that nobody can hear,
Drowning the doubt and the paralyzing fear.
silent scream, vibrating in the deepest well,
Breaking the heavy
and the invisible spell.
Ascolta il mio silenzio.
Can you hear the frequency?
It's the sound of the soul breaking free.
Deafening,
Quiet,
loud,
void,